Hey guys, Chase. Got my new microphone here. Um, so basically, like this video is just kind of saying like responses to some of the stuff that I've been getting online. Um, Before I get into it, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been, watching my videos and posting comments. I really appreciate it. It really has been helping. Um, So basically, I want to start off by saying that um, I had an osteoma removed from my just right right on the front part of my skull, and the doctor said that could have been there for life. And I've been talking about it with my parents. They were saying, well, maybe that's why you were screaming when you were a baby, and maybe that's why you weren't breathing very well when you were a baby, and we had to take you back into the hospital. Um, Hold on. Gotta answer this phone call. Hello? Oh, just a reminder for my psychiatrist appointment. Um, so going back to my acid trip, I got a few responses saying that probably wasn't acid that I had. Um, there was one comment where it was like Nbome. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know. Nbome. That's how it spells. Um, Pretty much what I got from the guy is that it alters your perception of reality. It was kind of like almost like I was a puppet um in an acid trip. Like I wasn't really there. Um and right when I said that, a wiki puppet thing came up on my fucking computer. I hate that. That's like the worst thing. That's what's been happening to me recently. Like I'll think about something and I'll say something and then like something will pop up that just it's very weird because I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know if I'm actually seeing that or if it's like a message or something like that. I don't know. But I've been getting pretty pissed off recently um, at things in my head, voices. I've been yelling. Um, I've been yelling at God a lot, and I don't know. He should know my story because like that's what the whole Catholic Church is saying. Like God knows everything, but like I've been getting to really know what's really going on, and it's not that God knows everything. It's just that he is everything. It's not the same thing. There's a subtle difference, and everyone's like, "Oh, he knows everything." It's like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't know everything. You can't know everything. There's always something new to learn. As soon as you learn something else, that automatically gets processed by your brain, and then it just starts a whole new program over. It's like you know it now, and you can keep going forward. If God knows everything, then that means He must have stopped at some point to, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of get the gist of it. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. It's hard because I'm not a very religious person. I'm really not. And I was baptized in the Catholic Church, and to be honest, like I'm more of like you got to be old enough to choose what you want to do with your life and what you want to believe in your life and what you are and to know what you are. Um anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. Anyway, I want to go back to the acid trip. Um it was like I was a puppet and there were like these strings coming down. I didn't actually see strings. Like this is I don't want you to visualize me being a puppet. That's not really what it is. It was like my mind was controlling what my body reacted to and what I was seeing and all that stuff. It was almost like I was in a game I don't know how to explain it. Um, it was like I could see like different levels of what my brain was producing, and like I couldn't get past the first level. And to me, I was just like, if I don't know how to explain it. It's very complicated, but I really want to try to get my thoughts out. They're all jumbled right now. It's all jumbled mess. And yet some of it's my fault because I just sit inside and listen to music and watch TV all day. And I know it rots your brain, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know, but like at the same time, like I've gotten like not complacent but used to that. And so my brain adjusts accordingly. It's not like you can just say, "Oh, it rots your brain because you don't want your kids to watch TV all day." I mean, like I've learned to live like this. That's why I kind of want to make a career by, you know, making people more aware of your mental status. And realizing that what you're being taught in school isn't really what life's about. It's really not. It's just kind of teaching you how to, or what to know, what to think, and how to be. But at the same time, you can get the same stuff by doing anything in your life. You can. It's not just you have to go to school, you have to get a job. I mean, I've been thinking about the afterlife like almost every day for the past few months, and it actually gives me some peace. It gives me I've learned the art of knowing how to um be okay with accepting death. But at the same time, I don't want to like when I pass on, I don't want to just be an unconscious being anymore. I want to be more. Like, I think that this world was given to us as a heaven, and we're just it's maybe not meant for us, but it's kind of like a good way to start out. And because I feel like we live forever. Like, why would we be here? I mean, it's not just gonna be a hundred years of working, of retiring, of kicking back, partying, all that stuff. It's not just that. Like, there's more to know. Like, the brain is so intricate. I've been studying how to, you know, I haven't been studying, but like in my mind, like that's how I perceive it. Like, I've been studying how to um cope with my brain at the same time. And I feel like my brain doesn't have its own identity because it hasn't been taught that. It hasn't been taught how to um, feel self-reliant. And it's been teaching me that. And at the same time, it's like, well, I want to give back, and I want to help my brain be like, hey, like you can do whatever. Like, it's okay. Like, I will be okay with it. But then, like, at the same time, I'm thinking like that's a crazy thought. Like, that's a crazy idea to have my brain being its own, self-reliant thing. Like, to me that sounds crazy, but at the same time it's like, well, why put a label on it? It's just a thought, right? If it's just a thought, then it can blossom into, something even bigger. Like, that's what it's been teaching me. Like, thoughts can be building blocks. And I'm not sure how to stay out of my own way sometimes because I feel like I get in my way a lot. And this puppet thing's really starting to piss me off. That sorry, that just popped up on my computer. Because I feel like the world's taunting me. And it's like, just leave me alone. Like I'm just a kid. Like I'm just a kid. Like why would this happen to me? And I gave it my explanation. I was like, okay, so since I got the osteoma, I was, you know, a whiny little bitch as a baby. I didn't want to go to school, so that's why I started smoking weed to escape from it. And then the weed led to acid, and the weed was just pretty much all the weed in my system was just like burnt out in that acid trip, and then I have to start from ground zero again. And no shit, I'm gonna get pissed off. I think that's unfair because usually when most people take acid, they see all this beautiful stuff, and it's like why did the bad trip happen to me? Like that's what I'm trying to like get God to answer, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know, and that's why I say God doesn't know everything. He can't. It's impossible. You can't know everything. That's why I feel like maybe God doesn't exist, but at the same time, it's like, well, this world wasn't just created out of nothing, and if it was, then I don't know what to believe in. I don't know what to believe. That's all I'm thinking about. It's crazy. I don't know what to believe. Like like why was Jesus' middle name Hitler? Like, did he know Hitler was going to come along? Is it the reincarnation of Hitler just going backwards to it's weird. It's weird to me. Like all these thoughts that aren't produced by me, and I just got a notion saying that maybe my brain is confused as well, and I don't know. Like I don't want to be labeled as something that I'm not. Like I don't want to be labeled as crazy. I don't want to be labeled as insane. I don't want to be labeled as psychotic. I want to be labeled as just my name. Like just call me Chase. Like this is just raw stuff, guys. Like this is all this is. All right. I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I was going to talk about the comments. Um Thank you to all the people who have commented on my videos. I'm getting a lot of responses on my first video. I want to keep, updating you guys on how I'm doing, what I'm thinking about, what may be far fetched for some isn't so far fetched for others. Keep that in mind. I don't want you coming on my page after this video saying, "Oh, you're crazy. Why would you do that?" Like, just stop. Like, it's not going to put a dent in me. It's not like there's no point in doing that. Hating on the internet, there's no point for it. I mean, if you really want to hate someone, go up to their face and punch them. Like, I'm sorry, I'm being very, very depressing, but like, just stop hiding behind your keyboards and shaming people because you want to feel better about yourself. It's not going to do anything. All right, signing off, guys. Bye.